Our lead story tonight, Rahul Gandhi back in India went to Parliament today. He met with the Speaker and then addressed the media saying that he's asked for time to speak in Parliament and it's a test of democracy if he will be allowed to speak and be given the same time as the ministers who made charges against him. The BJP, however, says ministers today said that Parliament is not his personal fiefdom, with the BJP saying they're now going to take Rahul Gandhi's remarks in the United Kingdom as a campaign across the country.
Yeah, if they allow me to speak in Parliament, then I will say what I think. Unfortunately for you, I'm a member of Parliament, and as the allegation has been made in Parliament by 4 ministers, it is my right to have the opportunity. It's my democratic right. So if Indian democracy was functioning, I would be able to say my piece in Parliament. After 4 leaders of the BJP have made an allegation about a member of Parliament, is that member of Parliament going to be given the same space that those 4 ministers have been given, or is he going to be told to shut up? That's what the real question in front of this country is right now.
ये बहुत क्लियर होना चाहिए कि राहुल गांधी देश के सामने में और लोकसभा में आ करके माफी मांगना ही होगा। इस तरह का बातें करके देश को नुकसान पहुंचाया है और एक तरीके से भारत के संविधान को भी उन्होंने इंसल्ट किया है।
आज उन्होंने प्रेस में ऐसी कोई बात नहीं की कि उन्हें खेद है जो उनके द्वारा कहा गया। बीजेपी का स्पष्ट आरोप है, राहुल गांधी को माफी मांगना चाहिए और हम राहुल गांधी की माफीनामा के लिए देश भर में कैंपेन करते रहेंगे।
So the BJP clearly setting their Mission 2023 strategy. It's them versus Rahul Gandhi. Meanwhile, the other big attack is not about the centre, but the centre's investigative agencies and what's happening with their case against the opposition. As at least 3 prominent opposition leaders are now on the agency's radar in separate cases, all of them being filed of corruption. The opposition, the Prime Minister claimed that the only thing uniting the opposition is the Enforcement Directorate, but the opposition making the point that what about their demands for ED probes, and also making the point this is all being done for politics.
More pressure on opposition leaders from central agencies. The CBI today registered another FIR against former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, already jailed in the Delhi liquor policy case. This time, the CBI has accused Sisodia of causing a loss of over 35 lakh rupees to the Delhi government by misusing his post as a Delhi minister. The Aam Aadmi Party has rubbished the allegations, calling it political vendetta.
Let's talk about the कूड़ा यार। ये तो रोज ही तुमसे बात होती है। वो भी कूड़ा ही है।
फीडबैक यूनिट बनाकर दिल्ली के प्रमुख लोगों का फोन सुनना, प्रमुख व्यापारियों का फोन सुनना, वैज्ञानिकों का फोन सुनना, कई प्रमुख लीडर्स का फोन सुनना, इसकी जरूरत क्यों पड़ी आम आदमी पार्टी के शीर्ष नेताओं को?
In Delhi's liquor policy case, meanwhile, BRS leader and Telangana Chief Minister KCR's daughter K. Kavita skipped her ED summons. She wrote a letter to the agency saying she was willing to appear virtually. The Enforcement Directorate has rejected the request and given March 20th as a fresh date for her appearance. Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Tejasvi Yadav today agreed to appear before the CBI on March 25. That is investigating the alleged railway land for job scam. As a central investigating agency assured it won't arrest him this month. Tejasvi has skipped the summons in the case thrice. Tejasvi Yadav moved the Delhi High Court yesterday, challenging the CBI's decision to summon him to its office in Delhi and not question him in Bihar. Even as opposition leaders cry foul, the Enforcement Directorate today released data to refute charges of political vendetta. According to the data, out of the 25 cases in which trial has been completed, 24 cases have ended in conviction. The fact of the matter, however, is that trial is still pending in nearly 6,000 cases registered by the agency. In New Delhi with camera person Pavan Kumar, Vedant for NDTV.
So as that political battle unfolds, here's the other big story. The centers alert the health secretary writing to 6 states about COVID cases rising. Test, treat and vaccinate was the centre's message. The 6 states, which included Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Telangana and Kerala.
A new warning by the centre to 6 states after 700 plus COVID cases were recorded in the last 24 hours across India after a gap of 4 months. This letter by Union Health Ministry says surge in cases indicates a localized spread of the infection and the situation should be monitored strictly. A big concern is Mumbai, which has seen a 257% increase in active COVID cases in a fortnight. From 47 active cases on March 1st to 168 active cases on March 15th.
पहले से आप कह सकते हैं कि 60-70% केसेस बढ़ गए हैं फ्लू के. उसमें से कोविड टेस्ट करवाते हैं, अधिकतर कोविड नेगेटिव आते हैं. 2 पेशेंट्स अभी आज कोविड हमारे पॉजिटिव आए, अदरवाइज जनरली कोविड नेगेटिव आ रहे हैं, बट फ्लू केसेस आ रहे हैं.
Another big worry for Mumbai, along with rising COVID-19 cases, is a large number of H3N2 influenza virus cases, which are also being reported from the city.
जब टेस्ट करते हैं तो इन्फ्लुएंजा ए पॉजिटिव आ रहा है और कई पेशेंट्स में कोविड भी पॉजिटिव दिखाई दे रहा है.
A 23-year-old medical student from Maharashtra who died of COVID-19 also had H3N2 virus in his blood. With Pooja Bhardwaj and camera person Danish in Mumbai, Bureau Report, NDTV.
Worrying detail there of that 23-year-old dying with both the COVID virus and the other H2N32 virus as well. Moving to other news, well, Credit Suisse shares have soared over 20% as the Swiss National Bank and Swiss authorities stepped into the lifeline for Credit Suisse. The Swiss Central Bank stepped in to bail out Credit Suisse. It will now borrow up to $54 billion from SNB. Global markets recovered post that lifeline. The Sensex and Nifty today also snapped a 5-day losing streak, ending marginally higher. Investors have cheered the Credit Suisse lifeline but remain on the edge as European stocks declined after the European Central Bank raised rates by 50 basis points. In tragic news, an Army aviation chopper, Cheetah helicopter, has crashed in Arunachal Pradesh. Both pilots were killed in the crash. Lieutenant Colonel Reddy and Major Jayanth were killed in that crash in a remote part of Arunachal Pradesh. Reports say the weather was extremely bad. They took off just after 9 o'clock this morning and then lost contact with ATC. So we see there the remains of that chopper. Our sincere condolences to their families. The 2 pilots, they're killed in that crash of the Cheetah helicopter. Well, now the news, we are tracking what's happening in Karnataka. With elections just months away, the BJP's big headache is the open infighting now between the General Secretary of the state and C.T. Ravi and B.S. Yediyurappa. So, Shrija, what's the latest development there? Because we are seeing those visuals showing B.S. Yediyurappa being gherawed out by BJP workers.
Well, this was totally unexpected. Yes, first, of course, what we did see was the BJP at the centre forcefully removing B.S. Yediyurappa. However, to placate that, he was posted as the member of the BJP parliamentary board. But now you have the party members itself, right after, very recently he had announced his retirement from electoral politics. Again, you have top BJP leaders within the party here in the state, the Karnataka unit, questioning the role of B.S. Yediyurappa. Now, this comes just days after where Mr. B.S. Yediyurappa had announced the candidature of his son from his constituency in Shikaripura, which clearly did not go well with some of the BJP leaders. In fact, that of course is Mr. C.T. Ravi, who is BJP's National General Secretary. And even today, especially where B.S. Yediyurappa had to take out on that particular roadshow, the election rally, the second wave of BJP's rally in Mudigere constituency in Chikmagalur district, we went on to see this happened right in the presence presence of CT Ravi, where the BJP sources also tell us, several of the BJP's, especially CT Ravi's supporters and detractors of MLA Kumaraswamy, in fact, tried to gear out B.S. Yediyurappa's vehicle. They did not even allow him to step out of the vehicle, and a visibly upset B.S. Yediyurappa had to, in fact, just start his car and leave from the place without even taking out on that yatra. So it's a huge embarrassment just ahead of the 2023 elections. We're already looking at a big infighting within the BJP party here.
Right, Shija, thanks so much for that update. Moving to the other story we've been tracking, that's a long march of farmers from Nashik to Mumbai. Today, farmers' unions met with the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister. This as the farmers' protest has now entered day 5 and they will be reaching Mumbai by tomorrow. But Sohit is marching with the farmers to show you what they're actually going through to bring their protests to the state capital.
Farmers from Sunday have been walking from Nashik and they are going to Mumbai with several of their demands. And most of them have cracks on their feet. They are facing a lot of issues as well as they are in a lot of pain. You will see their feet have been swollen. They have cracks on their feet as well. काकी कशा लागला होता हे काय झालं?
चालून दिंडोरी पासून चालून आलो आम्ही पायानं मग ते पाय सुजून आले आमचे
काय झालं चप्पल नाही
चप्पल तुटून गेली
कधी तुटली चप्पल
तिसऱ्या दिवशी
तेव्हापासून पण रडू नका ते घेऊन देणार काय काय हवंय सांगा
पैसे दिले मी तर कोणी मला चप्पल आणून देत नाही मी ते एक माणसाचं दिले तर चप्पलच कुठे सापडत नाही तसंच हिंडतोय फोड आले पायाला चटक बसले
कशाला लागलाय कसा लागला आणि कधीपासून तुम्हाला दुखतंय
आम्हाला जिथून मोर्चे निघाला सुरगाण्यापासून आम्ही पायी आलो पूर्ण पायाला रक्त निघातले आणि पूर्ण चपला आमच्या तुटून गेल्या तरी आम्ही मागा सरलो नाही
तुटलाय का
हा चपला तुटून गेलेल्या आहेत
While the long march of the farmers continue from Nashik to Mumbai, there's another side of it as well. Now, I am right outside the Shahapur hospital. Why Shahapur hospital? Because that is exactly where the farmers have reached. हे लागलं कसं काय झालं काय
हे थोडासे आई दगडमध्ये चप्पल गुतली तर ते बी घसरावून गेले हे बी घसरावून गेले
अच्छा पायात पण लागलंय आता मला सांगा याच्या अगोदर पण तुम्ही पुढे जाणार आहात की काय करणार आहात मुंबईला जाणार आहात का काय कशाला जायचंय
वावरांसाठी
जाणार आहात पण तुमच्या पायाला पण लागले काय काय झालं काय
हे पायाला ते चालून लागले ते काय तर फुटले हे पाय
कुठले पाय
भेगा जाऊन राहिल्या
So what he is saying is that there are cracks on his feet because he has been walking. तुमचं चप्पल नाही दिसतंय चप्पल कुठे आहे तुमचं
चप्पल ते चालत नाही चप्पल घरीच ठेवून दिली ते तिथेच चप्पल
का चालायला होत नाही का
गाडीतच ठेवली चप्पल
का चालायला होत नाही का
ते इथे चालत नाही ना चप्पल घालल्या
In Shahapur, the camera person Rajendra Dayalkar, Sohit Mishra, NDTV.
Sohit just giving us a glimpse of what the failure for a crop or the fact that the crop is being sold for much, much less than what farmers actually spend to produce it, what it actually means for their lives and what they're willing to give up to make sure their voices are heard. Meanwhile, our farmers are marching, but in the State Assembly today, there was furore over a FIR filed by the Deputy Chief Minister's wife, Amruta Fadnavis, accusing a woman of asking for a 1 crore bribe from her and cheating. So in the Assembly, the Devendra Fadnavis statement and also a clash by the Congress asking that how can people be safe if the Deputy Chief Minister's wife can be cheated.
जैसे ही ये सारे वीडियोस आए, तुरंत मैंने FIR करवाई और FIR करवा के ये सारे वीडियो फॉरेंसिक जांच को भेज दिए। इतनी सारी बातें रिकॉर्ड पर आई है, कई नेताओं के नाम आए हैं, कुछ अधिकारियों के नाम आए हैं और ऐसा मानना है कि शायद MBA की सरकार में अपनी केसेस वापस लेने के लिए इस कॉन्स्पिरेसी की शुरुआत उन्होंने की थी और सरकार बदल गई, तब उनके ध्यान में आया कि अब ब्लैकमेल करके हम अपनी केसेस वापस ले सकते हैं।
देखो, मुझे ये कहना है कि जब वो खुद राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री थे, राज्य के गृह मंत्री थे उस समय, तब से ये चल रहा मामला, ये उनने कहा। जब उनका परिवार ही सुरक्षित नहीं है तो महाराष्ट्र को कैसे सुरक्षित रखेंगे, ये सवाल भी इसमें पैदा होता है। तो हमारा कहना है कि वो आज क्या आरोप लगा रहे उसके बारे में जांच सामने आएंगी।
So Amruta, Fadnavis hasn't spoken beyond the FIR file, but Megha joins us for more because Megha, now it's become a Twitter battle between Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena and Amruta Fadnavis going back and forth. So how is this playing out in the political battlefield of Maharashtra?
Well, Sonia, it's a rather peculiar story actually to start with, where the wife of the Deputy Chief Minister, who also holds the home portfolio, he's also the Home Minister of Maharashtra, finds herself in a situation where somebody tried to first befriend her, then bribe her, then threaten her, and perhaps try to blackmail her, which is what compelled her to go to the Mumbai police. So that investigation is on. Mr. Fadnavis, of course, gave a detailed statement on the floor of the House as to what happened and how it happened. Of course, also talking about the forensic analysis, etc., etc. But things escalated. Like you've asked the question, the things escalated beyond that, after that, because the principal opposition party, Sonia, which is the Shiv Sena there in Maharashtra, not missing on this opportunity to take on Devendra Fadnavis via, of course, his wife, Amruta Fadnavis. And the Twitter war between two of them, which is Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Shiv Sena on one side and Amruta Fadnavis on the other side, has become kind of ugly, with very unsavory tweets actually being exchanged between the two of them, taking personal pot shots at each other, because, Priyanka Chaturvedi, of course, raising questions as to how this happened in the first place. How did this lady, the daughter of somebody who is an offender, a criminal who's on the run, got an access to Mr. Fadnavis' residence, befriended the wife, and how and why did she not go to the police earlier? Now, these are the questions that she put across. Mr. Fadnavis has already explained the entire situation. It looks like prima facie a case of fraud, but then, of course, Mrs. Fadnavis retorting and responding to Priyanka Chaturvedi by saying that, you tried in the past to accuse me of something else. There was a case about Axis Bank where she works, and it all turned out to be a false, and now you're trying to question my honesty. So, of course, it has exploded on the social media, and looks like others are jumping onto the bandwagon.
Yes, so I know it's become a kind of unsavory fight as we speak. But thanks so much for that. A woman has been detained. We are seeing her right now, was detained earlier this evening. But in other news, OpenAI and what's happening with that, with the powerful new image and text understanding AI model, that's ChatGPT-4. Rag explains.
OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, has now launched GPT-4, considered to be the most advanced system so far. So what's different? Well, GPT-4 is capable of producing more accurate and safer responses. The new model can also analyze and respond to images, allowing for prompts like meal suggestions based on photos of ingredients, as well as writing captions and descriptions. It is also capable of processing a mammoth 25,000 words, 8 times higher than its predecessor. ChatGPT-4 is basically the faster, more efficient and more factual version of everyone's favorite chatbot. In fact, it was revealed by Microsoft, which has invested $10 billion into OpenAI, that their new Bing search engine powered by ChatGPT has been using the GPT-4 model all along. It is currently available to use for ChatGPT Plus subscribers at $20 a month.